Hello everyone and welcome to another training video. So in this video we're going to see how to fly a missed approach and how to enter a holding pattern, and then after the holding pattern try the approach again. Now this video is not about instrument flying training. You have to be already familiar with instrument flying, the various approaches, VOR, ILS, RNAV, and if you don't, I already have on this same channel the various training videos that you can watch and you can learn, and I also have additional training like basic, intermediate, advanced training, and in the description of this video you will find all the links to the appropriate playlist, and if you need training you can go watch those training videos, put them into practice, earn those skills. Here what I'm doing is I'm just explaining how to do the missed approach, holding pattern, and then try the approach again in this specific helicopter. But then if you understand how to fly using instrument, how to do instrument approaches, you can then do any approach like VOR approach or nav approach once you know how it works in this specific helicopter. In order not to make this video unnecessarily long, we are going to be flying, doing a flight we already did before from Potchefstroom to Lanzaria using the same flight plan and using the same ILS approach. So after explaining how to insert the holding pattern, missed approach procedure in the FMS, I will then skip directly to the approach and then show you how to execute the missed approach and enter the holding pattern. And this way you don't have to watch the departure, the flight up to that point. So here I'm connected to the GPU so that I have time to explain how to insert the holding pattern in the FMS here. So we already showed how to create a flight plan, so we will just select it. So it's the FAPS to FALA. In case you have several flight plans with the same name, they will be numbered 1, 2, 3, etc. So I will pick this one. Okay, so active, I will insert the ILS approach here. So IFR approach, of course ILS is an IFR approach. There you go. And like I said, if you understand how one works, okay, and you know how to fly using instruments, how to do instrument approach, then you just select the one that you want. I'm gonna select this one, ILS 2, and I know I'm going to use LA1 and 2 as transition, and actually this is going to be a very important player in this video, so here I select it. There you go, it's a runway 7. Okay, now what I have is I have my flight plan, okay, which I already did in the previous video, so we'll, like I was saying, we'll take over once we reach LA1 and 2. But let me explain now how to insert the holding pattern, okay? And here, this is going to be the point we will fly to, 006C, when we'll be executing the missed approach. So let me bring up the chart. There it is. Okay, so this is ILS-Z runway 7, and that's what we inserted in the FMS. You have additional information, and like I said, how to execute those instrument approaches I've already explained in the training video. So we will go direct to the subject at hand, is how to fly the missed approach. So here the missed approach is climb to 8,000 feet, maintain runway track 2.7 DME LAI, that's this point here, okay, and at 2.7 to turn left heading 200 to intercept radial 246. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, unfortunately I can't make this bigger because only the window becomes bigger but not the chart. Anyway, this is the Lanzaria International ILS-Z runway. If you want to download it, it's free on the internet. So what we are going to do is to fly the ILS approach, we're going to be coming like this. Okay, our IAF is going to be LA1 and 2. Okay, and then course 066, and then we will be descending towards the runway. Here we will descending towards the runway, and this is where we will execute the missed approach. And this is when it's telling you to fly runway heading, climb 8,000 feet, and at 2.7 LAI, that is the ILS turn. Okay, heading 200, and then what we will do is we will capture this point here. And as you can see, since we will be coming in this direction, and the holding pattern is like this, we will do a teardrop entry, and then we will fly the holding pattern. Okay, so this is how it's going to work, and once we are ready, we will then try the approach again. Okay, so first let's see how to insert this into the FMS. Okay, so here is our initial approach fix, which is 8.6 DME LAI, and here the entry point for the holding pattern is 8.6 DME LAI, IAF, it's the same point. So in our flight plan, where is this point? There it is, LA1 and 2. Okay, now I could insert the holding pattern right here, but what I want to do is I want to keep this part of the flight plan clean. Okay, I will insert the holding pattern after. So ideally I want to insert it maybe here. Okay, just after the point we need to fly when we are executing the missed approach. So I will position my highlighter here, whatever it's called. I will press this guy here, insert. Okay, so you can use the nearest fix in case you find it LA1 and 2. LA1, LA2 and 1, that's not the one. Or you can type it. I found LA1 and 3. I need LA1 and 2. So if it's taking time, maybe it's better. Oh, there it is. LA1 and 2. Okay, that's one way to do it, or you could just have typed it before. Okay, so I have inserted this LA1 and 2, and that's where we are going to be inserting our holding pattern. So here, if you have a look, okay, it's the radial 246, the course is going to be 066, and as you can see, it's a right hand turn. And if you know how to fly holding patterns, you are on the outbound leg for 1 minute. Okay, so let's insert this, so 066. So here we have the waypoint highlighted. I click this guy here. So we are going to select hold. Okay, select hold. So the course, as we saw, it's 066. So I'm going to insert 066. Okay, and the turn, okay, the course is 066, and the turn, as you can see, right turn. So it's already right turn here. Leg distance, we're not going to be using the leg distance. It's 1 minute outbound. Okay, so here we have the leg time 1 minute. So we just accept the course. Right turn, it's okay. Otherwise, you choose right or left. Here, right turn is okay. We don't need the leg distance. We need 1 minute leg time. That's the standard way to fly a holding pattern. And once you acknowledge, that's it. Okay, it has already been inserted. Here we have the various waypoints, and if everything goes well, we will reach a runway 07. But here in this video, we are going to be executing a missed approach. So we will fly to this waypoint here, and then turn and fly to LA1 and 2, where we will be doing the holding pattern. So how to do this, we will see when we are doing the missed approach. Okay, so for this part of the explanation, it's done. Okay, so just verify that the plan is active. Very good. And now, when we will be executing the missed approach, okay, in the previous video where we were doing the transition up, I already talked about this button here that you need to map. GA for go around. It's the button you use when doing the transition up, otherwise known as the auto takeoff. Okay, so you have to map this button, and as you can see, it's on the collective, so it's ideal to if you can match it on your collective. Or if you don't have collective like me, I have a thruster, match it to a button on the thruster, because this is the button that you will be pressing to execute the go around. So what the go around will do then when you press the button is it will capture the heading, and that's what we need to do because we will be aligned with the runway. And you capture runway heading, and it will climb up, and it will capture a speed of 70 knots. Okay, by that time you will have time, you can retract the landing gear and prepare yourself for the missed approach procedure. Okay, and like I said, in order to skip all this, I will see you right when we are about to execute the ILS approach, and then we will do the missed approach, a holding pattern, and try the ILS approach again. Now that we are approaching the initial approach fix LA1 and 2, as you can see here, you can see the holding pattern. But since I kept a clean flight plan, it's not going to be following this traffic, this holding pattern. Now it's gonna continue. Okay, and that's why we kept it separate. Okay, we kept it separate, so it's going to be doing LA1 and 2, LA1 T1, LA1 T2, and it's later than we will choose the one we inserted below. It's later that we will select this one for the holding pattern. Okay, so as you can see here, it corresponds to what we have here. Here we are coming like this. And the holding pattern is in the right position. If you inserted it wrong, it would have probably been on this side, which is wrong. Okay, so here you can cross-check that you inserted the holding pattern properly. So now in a moment I will activate the glide slope. I can even do it right now. Okay, and since we've already done all that part, I will skip again up to the point where we are close to the runway, and we will in a few minutes be doing our missed approach procedure. Here we are on the glide slope, runway in sight, and I have already inserted 8,000 feet according to the missed approach procedure. This is the altitude we have to climb to. So already pre-selected here. Now reducing my airspeed in view of the approach and landing. Now we have a crosswind here of 9 knots, and this arrow is indicating the direction from which the wind is coming. So that's why the helicopter is a little bit angled. So we will further reduce our speed maybe to 80 at this point. Let it reach 80. I've already prepared myself for the landing. Okay, so lowering the gears. There you go. Keep going. So remember the go around button I was talking about on the collective. So in a few seconds now I will press it to execute the go around, and remember what I said, we'll maintain that heading, it will climb up and capture 70 knots. So let's say we can't see the runway, or for some reason we want to execute a go around, so we will just press the go around button here. We have glide slope, indicated airspeed, and lock. So going around in 3, 2, 1, there we go. Go around. ILS, it will capture 70, and it captured the correct heading. So it's climbing, so we will make it climb to 8,000 feet by using the traditional Alt-A option. There it is, climbing to 8,000 at 70 knots. Retract landing gear, make sure landing gear up. So now let's tell him where to go. So we will tell him to go to this one, the 066C. As you saw, this is this point here. So I will just select it, press, and select waypoint. It will make the waypoint active, as you can see here, cyan, and I activate now. It's purple, so it's going to fly to this point. Okay, so let the helicopter do that part here. So that's the missed approach part, and now you can maybe increase your airspeed. And also during the holding pattern you don't want to be flying too fast. So here you just watch. You are at 2928 miles. So once we are about to reach the point, we will do the as instructed here, the left turn to heading up 200 to intercept 1.6 DME LAI, where we will be doing the holding pattern. So here it's climbing to 8,000, 80 knots. Gears are up. Don't forget to retract your gear when you do a missed approach. Then the lights off. So I won't wait when it is 0 nautical miles. At around 0.5, 0.4 nautical miles, we are almost there. I will turn left, heading up to 00. And when it says left, even if 200 might be close on this side, it's 200 left. So we turn 200 left. It's mentioned here. Turn left. Okay. So here we are 1.3, 1.2 nautical miles. 1,000 feet to go to reach 8,000. Of course, you have to set your altimeter. 0.8, so around 0.3, let's say I will turn left. See, here I'm on nav mode. I will just activate heading mode, like here, heading, and then telling him to go to 200. Almost reaching 8,000 here. To 200. Okay, and now let him turn to 200, and we will then program him to fly towards the initial approach fix and do the holding pattern. Put it to 90 here. It's almost at it is at the 8,000 feet altitude. So here it's turning, and now we will tell him to fly to the fix. So let the helicopter fly towards the course here, and when it's about to reach it, active this one here, waypoint, and now it will turn and fly towards the initial approach fix, where it will then do the holding pattern. Okay, so let's let it stabilize on the leg first. I might even increase my airspeed at this point. There are speed limitations, but of course as a helicopter we won't be kind of going faster than that limitation anyway. So because it's a quite long leg, 17.5 nautical miles, so once again I'll skip ahead and return when we are about to enter the holding pattern. So here we are about to enter the holding pattern. So I will reduce my airspeed so that the helicopter can maneuver in the holding pattern more easily. And as you can see, the holding pattern will be this way. Okay, but this part here is the teardrop entry to the holding pattern. So 310. Helicopter approaching the initial approach fix, and then it will do this part, and then it will hold. So 0.6 nautical miles. There it is, already turning, and there it goes, entering the holding pattern. So we'll fly the holding pattern once, and then we will try the approach again. Even if here it says for 5 minutes, but of course we won't be doing it for 5 minutes. Let it fly the teardrop entry, fly the holding pattern, and when it's coming here again, okay, coming here again, we will try the approach again. helicopter is turning for the inbound leg. And here is where you will determine if the helicopter is flying too fast, and maybe you need to reduce the speed, but it seems to, yeah, seems to be okay. So yeah, we will keep that airspeed. Actually, it's going a little bit outside of the circuit here, so let's put it to 100. So inbound leg. So here is where we will activate the approach again. So let him do the holding pattern once. So he will do this, then the outbound leg, and then he will do this again. Okay, but we won't, like I said, keep doing this for 5 minutes as per the chart. So once we reach this point again, this is where we will activate the approach a second time. And as you can see, that's as per the chart, coming here and then turning right. So going to reach the point at 20 seconds. So here you have the distance, here you have the time, 16 seconds. So already preparing and turning right as per the correct holding pattern procedure. And that's what a holding pattern is, just that racetrack pattern here. As per the chart, okay, for 5 minutes. But we'll just do it once and then do the ILS approach again. So now this helicopter is turning for the outbound leg. So it seems that 100 knots seems to be the proper speed for the holding pattern. Now if at any point in the video I say traffic pattern instead of holding pattern, you know that I meant holding pattern. You know, on the outbound leg. So here, if you were to manually fly it, you will start your clock and you fly for 1 minute. And again, in the instrument training video, I explained this. So link to the playlist is in the description of this video, and link to all training videos actually. All the playlists, you will find them in the description of this video. Because not all helicopters are able to do the holding pattern automatically this way, so you have to know how to do it manually. It's more challenging of course, but I explain how to do it. So here let him turn, and once he completes the turn, we'll prepare for the approach. So this is basically what you do for 5 minutes at the racetrack until 5 minutes is over, and then let's say okay, 5 minutes over, now we are turning for last time. That's why I like to keep my flight plan clean, so that now I can select this portion of the flight plan again. Okay, so while he's completing his turn, here we can also see active. Now I will go to the fix here in the flight plan. Waypoint. Okay. There you go. And this is why you don't want to have, where is destructive direct to, because sometimes it kind of deletes all the waypoint that you have. Yeah, so it's better to have this off anyway. So there we go. So we're going to shoot the approach again. So we'll activate the glide slope. There it is. It's capturing it again. Okay, here. So you do the approach once again, and we've already demonstrated how to do the ILS approach. So once you understand how it works, you can do the VOR approach, you can do the RNAV. It's just programming the FMS for the appropriate approach. So there it is. Even if basically I could end the video here because I've already demonstrated what I wanted to in this video, how to fly, or how to program the FMS for the mixed approach, how to program it for the holding pattern, how to fly the mixed approach, how to fly the holding pattern, and this is stuffs we've already demonstrated before. So now it's going to continue until it captures the glide slope, and then as already demonstrated before. Okay? So I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.